my favorite bird song, but I forget what type of bird it's called. This is the place I was thinking of camping, Chicken Spring Lake. It was just a little further though, and I decided against it just due to time. First alpine lake. Very cool. Mountains are starting to wake up. Look at this surreal looking landscape. What's weird is it's rocky, but it's also very sandy. The sun finally made it over the ridge. Right over here. You gotta go up and over, trails on the other side. And we're rewarded with this view. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing good today. Today's mission is to do about 18 miles to get to the base camp for our Mount Whitney summit tomorrow. And right now, wow, look at this view, guys. Nice. Right now I've got about 12 and a half miles left to the turnoff. And I haven't been hiking with my group. This is the second day now because I went ahead to try to make some extra time to meet Katie Hughes, which didn't happen. So this is day 2 of hiking by myself, which is kind of weird after hiking with people for such a long time. I hope it's pretty easy to meet up with them this afternoon or this evening. I am almost positive that they're still behind me somewhere, but I don't know how far back is the problem. And no one has cell phone service, so there's no way to get in touch. So at some point, maybe at the camping turnoff, I'll just park and check it, just wait for them to show up. Looky here. We were previously in Sequoia National Forest, but now we're officially in Sequoia National Park. Very cool. We had our bear cans before, but now we are absolutely required to use them. All right, let's go. I'm yawning this morning. I would very much like a Red Bull with a straw or a Dr. Pepper and a McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with hot picante sauce and hash browns. Today's first water source. I saw a big rabbit running up here. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. You'll see it. Hi. Morning. Cutie patootie. I've never seen a rabbit like this out in the wild. I've seen tiny little cottontail bunnies, seen jackrabbits, but not a big old rabbit like this. This is neat. Yeah, you're cool. Yeah. Bye, little guy. And he's off. That was fun. Pretty nice morning. Pretty little meadow. Just with a, you know, the scenic mountain behind it. No big deal. After hiking by myself all yesterday and this morning, one group just passed me and the other group, I've been notified, is just a couple miles back. So yay! Back with the tramilies again. Where the PCT crosses over this river, it was too high and the rocks were covered. So now we got to go over this. They already did it. I will not be filming because I want both my hands. Wish me luck. Success on the other side. It is thundering over there. And look, rocks and steep. We're back on the AT, hurrah! I can handle steep as long as there's rocks that act as steps. Otherwise, I don't like it. It's raining. Yup. All right, let's keep trucking. Nothing to do here but walk. Okay, climb is just about done. Thank goodness. I don't know that I was mentally prepared for that. But I think we cross over right over there. And then we got 3.5 to the turn off for the campsite. Hurrah! But I got my umbrella on, so it's dry under here. Whoop, whoop. Just about a mile to camp now, or at least the turnoff. There goes shortcut. And it's doing something. I think it's hail. If it was snow, it wouldn't fall as fast, right? A little bit. Found Doc. And it's definitely hailing now. Fantastic. Here's Crabtree Meadow. Too bad we're not seeing it in nicer weather. Campground turnoff is supposed to be just ahead here. All right, that nice fella told me that rather than crossing on these submerged rocks and getting my feet wet, there's a tree over here. I think I see Doc over there trying to maneuver it. The problem with this situation is wet wood is very slippery. Now we're marching towards where the ranger station is. At some point, we got to get across the other side. Looks like all the good spots to hop across on rocks are all submerged. Doc's looking for a plan of action up there. I don't know. Lemon? I don't know. Making me nervous. Dang, girl. Woo. She did it. Wow. Nice work. Good job.
Yeah.
That wasn't as horrible as it looked. Made it across. Shoes are still pretty dry. Okay, we both survived the water crossing. And now we're at the first campsite. We're trying to find the Pink Pony Club, but everybody's tent looks the same, so we're pretty much going to be walking around yelling people's names. Wish us luck. Okay, we made it to the first campsite. We stopped at the ranger station just to see if there's a ranger there and if they had any tips or guidance on summiting Whitney tomorrow. But it turns out there were 2 hikers, day hikers, who summited Whitney at 11 a.m. and then they got caught in a snowstorm up there. And they were lucky that they made it down alive, they said, with the weather. And they're at the ranger station, but it's locked and no one's there for a week. And apparently there's no emergency supplies. I gave them my emergency heat blanket and gave them some info about some maps on how they could get down a side trail tomorrow. They just got to make it through the night. Poor, poor people. They got enough food though. Miraculously, we found Greyhound. And we're not sure where everybody else is. Some must be at the next campsite, and some aren't here yet. So we're just gonna set up, get some food in us. We're checking out the privy situation in case we need it early in the morning before we get started. And apparently this is it. Look, there are brackets for like corners.
For a frame and like
so it should in theory have a wall. Maybe the wall is underneath those tarps over there, but there sure ain't no wall right now.
Wow.
It's a good thing I don't need to go at this moment. Oh my word, that's funny.
This is definitely still my option in the morning.
All right, everyone finally showed up at camp. We got the gang back together and we're all camped out, ready for bed. We're going to bed so early while the sun is still up because we are leaving, it's decided at 2 a.m. to hit Mount Whitney, hopefully around sunrise time. So early to bed, extremely early to rise. So I'll sign off. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see you early tomorrow morning.